BagFuel, baby.
So this is a different type of version of BagFuel today. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about fueling y'all minds to get to the bag. So we got some financial literacy going on today. And it's a different style of dude just bringing it to you. I'm SSO. My man Heineken right here, of course. And today, we got my man Santino Drew in the building.
Yes. Thanks for having me, fellas. Thanks for having me.
So you out here living beyond the American dream,
Amen.
finessing the American dream,
Yeah.
manipulating the American dream. We shake your hand like a man.
No doubt.
Santino, man, I checked you out. You know, you're a guy who's really making waves in the financial world. You're educating, our people on how to be financially independent and literate.
Yes.
However, now there's been a trend. People are very cautious of financial advisors.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like these people aren't credible. They're speaking very well on camera and creating courses and finding out that these people aren't credible.
Yeah.
What's the reason why people should fuck with your course?
The authenticity, man. I mean, I've taught over 2,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
I have a crew of partners who are our purpose pretty much aligned called Collective. And all of us aligned because we found out, the clubhouse thing, right? So this is where everybody spawned during COVID, during Clubhouse. And there was a lot of scamming and stuff going on in those rooms. So when somebody like me who been studying this stuff and in this game for so long, for somebody like me, I come on Clubhouse, I'm just looking to hear familiar words to see if people really are what they're about. Because I do it for a living. Like it's
not a hobby.
No, it's not. I don't get my money from courses. I get my money out the U.S. stock market every single day. My laptop is on fire. So when I'm on there and I'm listening, I'm hearing these guys, and you can hear that they're fake. You can hear that they don't really know, because just like anything, right? So if I'm a medical surgeon and I jump in a clubhouse room with people claiming to be medical surgeons, I'm gonna know from certain key things that they say, certain experiences they try to put out there. And most of the people ain't checking out, because the thing is, with the U.S. stock market, most people that try to trade the U.S. stock market are unsuccessful. And the reason why is because they approach it with a gambler's mentality. It's a skill set that has to be developed, the same as your doctor. And what happens with these dudes is they may jump on YouTube, learn a little something. Maybe they even made a good trade. And then they create a course, because naturally they're salespeople. And I would say probably 9 out of 10 of them don't know what they're talking about. This thing that I do, you got to think what we talking about. We talk USA. Ain't nothing slow about them. They've been playing chess since day one, right? So if you think about it, how would it be that you can just learn something for a couple months and then perfect it? You really think they're going to let you take their money that easy? No. I had to develop these skills. Everything had to be tried and tested. Experience. I lost a lot of money.
That's
I lost a lot of money.
That right there.
Let me ask you a question though. Why are they gonna follow you? We got the Wall Street Trapper. Like as soon I told people that I'm having a financial guy on.
It was
I was
a problem.
Like, and they were like, oh, well, who's he, the Wall Street Trapper? And I was like, I don't know who the Wall Street Trapper is. This guy's name is Santino Drew. And I know he comes from a background. He's been locked up before. He comes from a rough background. And he's trying to do this now, make himself known like everybody else is, right? One, why should they follow you? And two, do you think that you need to have a catchy name as far as to market yourself like the Wall Street Trapper?
Well, the difference in me and somebody like Trap, obviously it's a competitive sport, right? I'm a trader, and I'm on the other side of your trade. So just know when you jump in that market, you got me on that other side, and I ain't got no problem taking money out the market every
What
day.
does that mean?
That means that for every time I buy something, it's somebody who got to sell something. If I sell something, somebody got to buy something.
Okay.
When
I'm
you're
on the other side.
Not long-term investing where you're just buying a stock and sitting it there, but when we're trading every day, somebody else is on the other side of your trade, whether it's a professional financial institution like a Goldman Sachs or something like that.
Or if it's just me just buying
Or if it's
stock.
just you knowing better
Okay.
than me.
I understand.
Right?
Okay.
You got a better edge than me. So somebody like Wall Street Trapper, it's a competitive sport. So anybody that come on my radar, I'm checking him out. No disrespect to him. I like what he did for himself. I like how he took it from going to jail, learning something
Because
about the
it was
market.
similar. It was when I looked at your background, it was very similar. So that's why I'm asking, because do we
But
need to,
there's
okay,
a
go ahead.
distinct difference, and the distinct
Okay.
difference is Wall Street Trapper teaches long-term investing, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of like working in the ER since we talking about doctors.
Okay.
A doctor that works in the ER is not gonna perform a brain surgery. I'm a brain surgeon.
Mm.
Wall Street Trapper don't know what I know. He knows something to teach the people, and he's doing a great thing bringing that to the people. I'm teaching people a skill set that they can use every day of their life. I turned the U.S. stock market into my employer.
Okay.
See, during COVID, you had a lot of people that had hit a big trade,
That's what I
right?
wanted to ask.
And then the salesman will come on and say, well, here's Esso, he's my student. He just made 30,000 last week. The stock market's not about making 30,000 this week and 2,000 next week. It's about consistency. It's about risk mitigation. It is not a casino. So if you don't know how to mitigate your risk, meaning if you don't understand how to dispense your capital properly when it comes to trading, if you don't have the discipline to make $2,000 today and close your laptop, then it's not going to work for you.
Did the whole GameStop thing give people a big delusion of the stock market? Did it
Yes.
hurt the trading world?
COVID period. It was an anomaly. The market moved like it has never moved before because it dropped down so fast. So people have to understand there's only two actions in the stock market: buy and sell. Two directions, up and down. So when you got stocks, quality stocks like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, and they drop 50% off their highs, you got to understand this market was designed in the 1800s to do what? To go up. They didn't design it for anything else. So this is why it has to pull back in order to go up, and it got to go up in order to come down.
But let me jump in. Aren't those long-term stocks though that you're naming? Isn't Tesla and all those stocks that you're naming is going to go down, and we know that they got to come up? Because I taking course. I got on a course with me and my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Okay.
Why you
I'm
think
sorry
you
to hear
got
that.
Because I think I got because as a beginner, right? And you give me the language. There's a way that I like what I do on Webull. I could just buy stocks from Tesla and all that, and it goes up and down. Then it's the other stock, whereas if I don't take my money out, I could wind up paying money back. What is that when I don't dump it? Options.
You were trading options.
Okay, boom. He taught me that. And I was like, as I'm going through the course, I'm telling my wife, I'm like, this don't seem like what we would be doing. I don't want to start here. He should have been telling people this is not a starter program.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He took my money and brought me into and acting like it's easy. You click on this, there's options, and you do this, you do that. And I'm like, options? Just from me being nosy, I'm like, ain't that the one where I could wind up paying niggas that I could lose my house? That's the one where niggas be jumping out the window. Stock options.
What you about to say? You look like you about to go off, Tino.
So pretty much, no, because he's right, and he did get got. And here's why he got because of false promises. See, guys, if I'm a salesman, I don't want to tell you that you're going to have to work hard, that you're going to have to study. I want to sell you a vacation. I don't want to sell you a plane ride. I don't want to sell you a plane ride. And 9 times out of 10, like I said, 9 times out of 10, these guys learned a little something and said, you know what, let me create a course. The course is going to make them a lot more money than they are in the market because they really don't know the market. You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, right? No shot to anybody. I could say I respect they hustle, but I really don't. Because we need this information as a people, bro. We don't need our own people figuring out schemes and scams or how to finesse people out of their money and not really teach them what they need to learn. Like seriously, I could go back to the streets for that. You know, I could go back to selling heroin if I want to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Where you from? Where you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Okay,
I'm from Jersey.
Because you spent time. I thought you was from Jersey, but my man said you spent time in Chicago too.
I was born in Chicago.
Born in Chicago.
Yeah, I was born in
okay.
Chicago.
Okay.
Caught my case up in Pittsburgh. You know, I was all over.
You got family.
My mom is from Pittsburgh.
Wow, nice.
Dope capital of the world.
I love
the people don't know. I go to Pittsburgh once a month.
He looked like he was running through McKeesport. Crazy.
Nah, McKeesport too wild. It's too many murders over
Homestead.
there. Homestead. I got caught up in the Homestead.
My mother's from Clanton, Duquesne McKeesport.
Yeah,
that
that's all.
whole
Yeah, that's all Mon
triumvirate.
Valley area.
Yeah, that's
Ain't
that.
nothing I don't know about Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
They know me, they love me because
bro,
I'm a stand-up dude.
I'm out there too. I'm out there every
Yeah.
month. I'm going out there for the 4th of July. I just came back out there. I'm out there. Both my parents still live in Pittsburgh to this
Yeah,
day.
shout out to Pittsburgh.
My whole family's
Shout out
there.
to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Not bitter about Pittsburgh because of the situation, how it transpired, because I would have never learned how to trade stocks.
So,
So
no,
that's what I want.
You go ahead.
Because GameStop, that whole situation made trading stocks fancy, like being a
Sexy.
drug, sexy, like selling drugs, being a rap.
Gamified it.
Huh?
Gamified it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you got in before. What made you attracted to it? What did you see financially? Because where we're from, we're not taught to go in that direction.
And it seems difficult.
Yeah.
It seems like Chinese to us.
I mean, I just believe this. Like, I had a mentor on my first state prison bid, and before I left, he was a very well-read man. He used to come to the halfway house, and he didn't have to work there. He was rich, but he came there to help us. Older, very distinguished, smart man. And he told me 2 things gonna come into your life at the right time: books and people. And that's kind of what happened to me. You know, a person came in and gave me a book, and I was in the feds at the time. I was fighting my federal case at the time. You know, in an unbeatable situation, I rose above that. But in the same time, in the same token, I didn't go to the information. It came to me. It came to me. I saw a homie that I did a state prison bid with, and he's walking on a compound fast with this mesh bag with books in it. First of all, I'm in the Fed. I've been to the state. This is my first time in the Feds. What are you doing with a mesh bag? They let you carry that around here? So it's during the move, 10-minute move. Everybody's moving on a compound. The compound looks like a college. So he's going to the library. Hey, what's up? Oh, Sam, you down here? Yeah. Where you going? Because I always know when we was in the state, he'd be on his little try to get himself better, little self-improvement things. Where you going? Oh, it's a stock class up here. A stock class? Yeah. Matter of fact, the guy that teach it, what unit you on? I'm on A unit. He's on your unit. They call him Wall Street. Not to be confused with Wall Street Trapper. This dude will pick Wall Street Trapper under the table. Listen, this is my mentor. So anyway, you know, I got with him. He was teaching the class. He was like us. He in there teaching like he rapping, moving his hands like this. He's simplifying things, no fancy language. And I'm like, wow, it's this easy to understand this stuff all this time?
Oh.
So I fell in love with it from there. He gave me a regiment. He wouldn't just teach me. He Daniel Sunned me, you know, and Mr. Miyagi me. He made me watch Tesla every day, get in front of the TV. There's 4 TVs in the Feds. A Latino TV, a New Jersey and Philly TV, a New York TV, an Italians TV, and then you have whatever other TV. But these guys, they not on this. I got to figure out a way to get to this TV every day to get the opening price of Tesla and the closing price, because this is what he wanted. But in doing so, I learned the behavior of Tesla. Before I learned anything about the market, I started learning how Tesla moves. You see what I'm saying? Because stock price movement is based on human behavior. Who's doing the purchasing, guys?
Black people?
We are. People, period.
People, period. Okay.
People, period. Even for the institutions, right? It's people that they employ that know better to go in there and buy and sell certain things. So you learn the behavior of the stock. The market is all about pattern recognition, right? So you recognize these patterns, and that's where you take advantage and make your money. So you get guys on there giving bold predictions. Oh, NVIDIA be at 500 next year.
How long did it take you to learn
check this out. NVIDIA will be at 250 in the next 5 minutes. Now watch me make this $5,000 off of what I just told you. Don't give me no bold predictions about a company that's the king of what they do. Of course they're gonna go up. Not because you said it, because the institutions are gonna buy it when it get cheap.
But how long did it take you to watch this shit and learn it? Because everybody out here is in microwave learning.
Yep.
And for what you're telling me,
Quick turnaround.
what you're
I
telling
did
me,
5 years and 9 months in the Feds. I was sentenced to 22 years. I won my appeal. I only did 5 years and 9 months of that
how
time.
long did it take you to learn?
5 years and 9 months I studied book by book, piece by piece, economics, stocks. And as you start to study these things, again, books and people come into your life at the right time. Now I got white guys, hedge fund owners that in there and violated SEC laws. They see how I'm moving. They want to give you game now. See, we got this misconception about the rich folks. They're not hiding it from you. They're just not going to offer it to you.
You gotta
But
yank it.
when they see you moving a
Moving.
certain
That's
way,
what I be
when they
saying
see
this
you
to
moving a
I
certain
say this to
way,
him all the time. That's when they come in.
believe me, they didn't get where they got to by withholding or hating.
Yes.
They gotta know you want to do the work.
Definitely.
I always.
So one of the guys, I can't say his name because he is kind of Kim Kardashian just got him out. Let's just put it like that. I can't say his name. One of my mentors, and here's another misconception. This guy ran a $2.6 billion hedge fund. A hedge fund is pretty much an investment partnership. You can run a hedge fund you can run a hedge fund for rap music. You see what I'm
Listen,
saying?
my man, I'm not gonna say no names, but my man, one of my closest friends at the time is a white boy. I'm not gonna say his name, okay? We travel. I told Heineken a long time ago, I said, yo, I learned about hedge funds when I was like 2005, 2006, because
Wow.
this white boy was running a small hedge fund, like
Small shop.
$4 or $5 million hedge fund. This was the first gig that the company gave him.
Yeah.
We traveled around the world on that shit.
Yeah.
On the interest, I'm like, yo, it scared me, and I'm saying this to say, because I'm on the other side, it scared me to invest.
Yeah.
Because I knew the hedge fund money he was taking out, and he knows them.
It's overwhelming, bro.
No, the hedge money he was taking out was not his. It was so much interest and everything that was going on.
Wow.
And we landed. My man's right here. I mean, before the gumbo was big, the gumbo race, he's like, I'm taking you to the gumbo.
Oh, the Gumbo Festival.
Yo,
over
we
there in
going
Europe.
out here, Dubai, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because it's in Dubai now, but it was in another part at 1st, right? And I saw him, we landed in Miami, we staying at the finest of the fine, we eating the chows every day, and I'm looking at this motherfucker, I'm like, yo, bro, I just saw you spend yesterday
Yeah.
$20,000. I'm seeing you spend today another 15, 20,000. What the fuck is going on? And he was like, I run a hedge fund. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he started telling me, and I'm like, how we getting the money? He's like, don't worry about it. It's interest, compile, people don't see, people don't know, and that's what we're scared of.
Santino, we're gonna jump around a lot.
No,
but
it's
just
all
sit
good.
there.
It's all good, man. I'm here.
You talked about people and the patterns of behaviors in the market. How has the market adjusted to those Reddit groups that shoot up the price? Because that came out of nowhere now, and you can see how people are manipulating with these Reddit groups.
Well,
Or
see,
was that an
what
isolated
Reddit
situation?
was doing is
Yeah.
Reddit was pretty much a group of kids that felt some kind of way about hedge funds shorting GameStop.
Yep.
And shorting pretty much means that hedge funds were betting that GameStop goes down. Why? It was a smart thing to do. GameStop was going out of business.
yeah.
Nobody cared about that. Once you could get your Xbox games and stuff online, on the Google Play Store on your TV,
Yeah, you don't got to buy the physical copy.
physical stores become obsolete, right? So GameStops were actually closing down. Reddit brought it back with a frenzy. So GameStop, the company, is still some shit. So sometimes you got to separate the company from the stock, right? Because I can have a shit company, but if Heineken, if you decide that I want to put some money into this stock, as long as it's still listed on the New York Stock Exchange
make it
or the
go up.
NASDAQ, I can make it go up. I can get people to get involved, regardless of what the company's doing.
It's a stock play. It's a money play.
So now these people are shorting it, and more they short it, they send the sentiment out there that this is a shit stock. So now more people start shorting it. So once the short interest got so huge on it, that's where the Reddit community got together and said, you know what? Let's convince our 8 million followers to buy
it.
GameStop. So what they did is they cost those hedge funds and all those little small shops billions of dollars.
Because they lost their bet.
Exactly.
They just did what Warren Buffett does in reverse.
So here's the deal. So with the difference in somebody like me who's seasoned, that do this shit for real, that looks at the market from its inner matrix, right? I didn't bet on GameStop at all. I didn't purchase any GameStop. I didn't buy GameStop option. I'd have been a fool.
I did.
You can't do stuff like that. Again, risk mitigation. When you know the market, you understand there's 9,000 stocks listed on the market. There will be another trade tomorrow. If I'm jumping on what the news is telling me to do, let me tell you the game. There's 3 big investment companies. You got Vanguard, BlackRock number 1, Vanguard number 2, and Fidelity number 3. State Street Farmer, you might argue they're up there. BlackRock manages 46% of the world's money. Oh, let me repeat that. BlackRock manages 46% of the world's money.
The world.
They have $11 trillion AUM, meaning assets under management. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, you ain't gonna hear.
trillion.
First of all, I'm just gonna put it. You ain't gonna hear no Wall Street trapper talking like this. They don't know this.
He out for you, Trapper.
No, I'm not even out for him. I'm not even out for him. And again, I'm not out for him. And again, Trap is doing a thing for the people. I don't know personally if he sold somebody some option courses that didn't work. I don't know that. What he's doing from a general stock market perspective, he's waking our people up.
He got great. Listen, I'm in favor of people like Wall Street Trap because they got great marketing.
Yeah.
Now, what you do with your marketing and what you do with your voice, I can't determine that.
But if Wall Street Trapper hears somebody like me talk, first of all, I trade everything and anything. That's the difference in me and these guys.
What does that mean?
That means I could trade Forex. I could trade futures. Futures is pretty much, let's go to this first, because he asked the question.
Yeah.
Options.
Let's go for it.
Options is a cheaper way for you to control a stock for a set period of time. You heard when Esso said that when his time run out, he could lose his money.
I can lose my shit.
So they have expirations. So what it is Tesla right now trading at $254 a share. If you wanted 100 shares of Tesla, you're going to pay $25,000 for that. So opposed to doing that, the alternative is you can purchase an option contract on Tesla, which you may only pay $2,500
on.
but you don't have it forever as if you own the actual asset.
Yes.
It's like a short rental.
Now, how do I lose my money
you're
from that?
renting it. So if Tesla goes in your favor, you can partake in that. Now,
if it goes
the
down,
catch is you're gonna make. If Heineken owns the stock, 100 shares, and I buy an option contract which consists of 100 shares, right? I'm gonna make 10 times the money you're gonna make on that same $10.
Yeah.
So it's a leverage asset. What does leverage mean? You're using other people's money to make money or putting up less money to make more money.
But how do I lose? What I got so many questions. One, forget how I lose the money. I can come back to that. How do you make people like us comfortable to invest the money knowing all of this? Knowing you got the Reddits, knowing you don't know the language. How is somebody gonna come in? Everybody don't have 5 years and 9 months. Maybe you, if you wasn't in jail, would you have given this 6 years to learn? What about the people who don't gotta sit down for 6 years, who gotta take care of their kids, who gotta try to make money? How the fuck can we get this to these motherfuckers? Because they not sitting down for 5 years and 9 months.
I mean, it's like this. It's a million ways to get money in that market, right? But you have to know it. So I always got this saying, I know too much to ever be broke. It's the truth. Because I have 15, 20 different ways I can get money in this market. I could get money on just passively. I could do something like just do dividends.
Is that the small trades I'm talking about?
No, I could buy stocks that pay dividends.
Okay.
That's the type of thing, like.
But I heard you got to put in
I can't find no stuff. I'll be looking for that. Go on.
I heard you got to put in like 2 to 3 million just for it to pay.
A good dividend.
No, that's not how it go. And see,
how much?
You do the S&P 500, you start something like that, bro.
Man, listen to this guy.
I told you he's the smartest.
Man, you went to my school? You went to my class?
Oh, y'all got similar trajectories.
What's that he said that we can start?
S&P 500.
Yeah, S&P 500.
What is that?
S&P 500 is the Standard & Poor 500. It has the 500 largest stocks and companies inside of one index.
Okay.
So it's an investment vehicle. So what happens is, instead of you just putting all your eggs in one basket, you could get exposure to all the top 500.
In the S&P 500.
Yes.
Stop putting my money in that.
It's the biggest index in the world, the most sought after and the most liquid.
So why, if it's the most sought after, most liquid, why is everybody not doing it?
They don't know.
Is it easy to get into?
Again, I don't like slow money. I come from selling drugs, bro. I need my money right now.
Okay.
And that's what we have.
You the Rick Ross of this shit. I want my money right. I want my money up front.
I'm about to say something that you probably never hear an investor say. Most investors might be like, oh, what you just say?
Mm-hmm.
I don't invest in stocks. It's a waste of my money. Why would I tie my money up for 2-3 years when I can make that same money in 2-3 days? But everybody don't have my skill set. You would never hear these influencers talk like that. Now, again, what Trap is doing is great for people, like you said. They don't have the time to develop these skills, and they may not be as passionate. I loved it.
Yeah. I'm not passionate for it, but I'm passionate for money.
Exactly. So now what you need is a program
Yep.
that's gonna help you learn through their experiences. By getting a mentor, you are adding years to your life. You don't have to make the mistakes I made. I've lost over $250,000 trying this thing. You don't have to do that. But if you don't get that mentor and you keep watching CNBC and you keep looking at Instagram and falling for COVID frenzies, you're going to end up paying the market, but except the market's not going to give you any mentorship in return.
When it comes to black people, we want our money fast, we want
Now.
it immediate,
Now.
and we don't want to work hard for it.
Exactly. And there's a way for you to get to that point, but you got to get with the right system and the right program. Again, risk mitigation.
Now, you also said that part of how you succeed in the market is understanding the pattern of people. You know, can you give us a free tidbit on what patterns will allow you to take your money out and what patterns will be like, let me throw some money in?
Well, it's two ways you could look at the market. Fundamentally, which means that you go into a company and look at their balance sheet, look at their performance, their sales, their revenue, things like that. You can pick your stocks based on that. You can even trade based on that. Fundamentally would be trading news too, right? So everybody that was trading GameStop was trading on news. You see what I'm saying? So you get some people that trade like that. You're going to fall short. You're going to fall on your head that way. You see what I'm saying? Because what I was explaining to you is those top three investment companies also collectively own about 21% of all media companies. So if their job is to...
They're printing money.
So they got media and stock market on lock.
Listen, bro, they're
printing money.
investors. Whatever record...
Succession.
I
That's
watched-
succession.
So check this out. Whatever record companies you ever work for, they own them too.
Atlantic Records, I know, and Warner Brothers is big in the media.
Exactly.
And that's why they got into music, because they can control the promotional and marketing narrative for their artists. I get it. And I watched Succession from the beginning. I don't watch it now that everybody else watches it. I'm off it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Billions guy.
Yeah, I was on Billions, but it got too commercial. It's like certain shows for me.
I watch it because it's based on a real character.
Yeah, they get too
That's why I
commercial.
watch it.
It gets too commercial for me after a while.
Yeah.
But hearing it and seeing it on TV and having somebody explain to you, I didn't know that Vanguard ran all of that money, 46% of the world's money. So once you say that, I'm not thinking it's that deep or it's that much money.
All right, so it's like
once
this.
you say that, now you implement all the other politics and you implement the media.
You know what this sounds like?
Now it's total control.
music
It's a
business.
monopoly.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's all a manipulation and a monopoly.
It's all a
It
monopoly.
You know what it's called? Printing your own money.
What it's called is getting yours off the bottom half. That's what they do. That's what the top half does. They get their money off the bottom half. So now, let's think about what the market is. We're going to keep this shit simple. It's a market. What happens at a market? Two actions.
You buy and sell.
So now, if you're an institution, you know these people didn't get where they got to by splurging, by having instant gratification problems. How did they get where they got? By being frugal. So what are they waiting for? Are they going to buy GameStop after it ran up $600? You think they're going to watch the news and then jump in and put their money in GameStop?
Hell no.
No, that wouldn't be mitigating your risk. That would be putting yourself at risk. Because at any given time, whoever owned the most of that GameStop can sell their shares and that price drops. It's supply and demand. If there's a lot of something, the price does what? If there's a little bit of something, the price goes up. So when Tesla was going crazy and Apple's going crazy, that's because nobody wants to get rid of their shares now. But once they do, the institutions are there to buy what you think is garbage and turn it into gold. What do? They buy low and sell high. What do the non-professional do? Buy high and sell low. Who are you selling to when you let your stock go? Because you've been watching news all day. You're scared. You don't know no better. Your mentor is a salesman. He didn't give you the right game. Who are you selling to?
But you don't even have mentors.
Most of them do nowadays, man. They come, listen, bro.
They're not real. They like the fake ones. Like
exactly.
This is what I'm saying. So
First of all, you can't
don't
get these guys on the phone. Our community right now, bro, I'll show y'all right now, man. Here's my group chat, man. So if y'all want to know what's real, I forgot I had this. First of all, I got receipts in my book bag. I'm about to show y'all 6 figures right now. I don't play games, man. I live in Edgewater. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? And
That's where all the football players live.
And I don't sell drugs no more. Don't have a criminal bone in my body, bro.
What is the similarity of selling drugs and flipping stocks?
None. There is
None?
no similarities.
Oh.
There is no similarities. The stupidest thing I ever heard somebody say, yeah, I can be a businessman because I was a hustler. Listen, you was selling something that sold itself. That's not business.
Yo!
Don't talk to me no more.
That's not business. Business has a lot of different
time
moving
out.
parts and variables.
But let me pause on what I'm saying because these guys have like a competition of trying to be right? And then they'll use semantics with words. Just because you're selling something that sells itself does not mean the job is easy.
That doesn't mean the job
Oh,
is
no,
easy.
no,
That's what I'm
no.
trying to
You think selling drugs is
Oh,
easy?
wait, time out. So pause now.
Said legal was the easy way out. Didn't understand the mechanics.
Can everybody pause now? There you go. That's my point.
It's not easy.
Now,
He thought
now
so-
let's move
he
on.
said it's harder being a garbage man than selling drugs.
You still got to market.
You
Still got to market.
I'm trying to explain
You
to
under
man.
emotional stress all day.
I'm
You
trying to explain to
paranoid.
the
Hold on, keep going.
You're paranoid. You're scared. You look happy when people see you, but most importantly, you don't love yourself out there. I didn't love me. I thought about it. I was walking on the edge all my life.
On the
man.
edge. That's what I was trying to explain
heart
to go.
pounding for
you
no-
know, that is way more serious.
So I want you to do something.
than anything
So
else.
Uh-oh.
read the title of that
The title right here.
at the top. What does it say?
Executives
The Executors. WMA. Wise Money Academy.
Executors.
Just read some of the chat, bro. That's my
WMA.
community. That's the
Good
people.
morning, everyone.
That's
Good
the
morning,
people
good
in my
morning, good
90-day
morning.
wave right now.
Good morning. They just saying, oh, good morning. Shop is closed after this one. Man, baby finally decided to cooperate.
Hold on, we got to get to the meat and potatoes.
Shop is closed.
No, the
Congrats,
meat and
bro.
potatoes, I'm showing you organization, a community. These people, I have an ecosystem for people who are getting money with me, bro. I don't trade their money. They trade their own money. I don't trade any. Don't call me. Don't hit me. Don't hit SO asking for me to trade your money. No. Either you going to buckle down and learn this and get this mentorship, or you got to find something else.
How much is the mentorship?
Because
everything costs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
my program
people
is
trying to get in the game.
$15,000.
Oh, okay.
My program, $15,000. It didn't start out that way. I did a beta testing on it because what I did first, I had an all video course before. I was teaching in person first, and I realized I'm losing time doing that because I was really teaching these people 3-4 weeks in on them, me on PowerPoint, teaching them coaching sessions, all of that. But then some of my students came to me and said, damn, Sam, we got all the book knowledge, but we still need to see the action. Can we come in and trade with you? And I'm like, oh, that's my sanctuary. I don't know if I want y'all in the room with me trading, you know? But then I said, you know what? These are some of my prize students. These are the ones that really get busy, right? Because you get people that buy courses and never just buy. You get some people that's just caught in a frenzy. You get some people that's gonna go to Invest Fest just because that's what's happening. They not really down there trying to invest. They just want to say they was there. It's real. That's a real thing. You get people, 75% of the people that buy courses don't use them. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah.
So it's not all on the salesman that's out there, right? It's on them people too, because the instant gratification led you to that person, right? Your hastiness led you to a scammer. And it's not your fault because you don't know no better, right? But now you do. And I'm going to tell you, the reason why I'm so passionate about targeting these guys, and again, not Wall Street, I like Wall Street, right? Reason why I'm so on targeting these guys, and I probably like them just because we cut from that cloth.
He don't like you, Wall Street.
That's probably why. But anyway, the reason why I'm so passionate about it, because I get these students coming to me, bro. I get these students coming to me. So I don't take it.
You think niggas can afford? Okay,
So SO, if you
okay.
come and be like, yo, Sam, I took such and such course and they robbed me. I gotta ask you first, what happened? So when I got students telling me they was in a play with no stop loss, a stop loss is how you prevent yourself from losing all your money. So a stop loss is like a
When it gets to a
circuit breaker.
certain dollar, it's supposed to sell your shit
So you mitigate
automatically.
your risk. You say, Heineken, I'm putting up 1,000 on this trade. I'm only willing to risk 200. You can set your stop loss at a $200 loss. Did he tell you to put a stop loss? Nah. Did he tell you where to get in and where to get out? No. You sure? Yeah. Well, then he did scam you. Can you talk to him? Can you call him?
But Sam,
any mentorship? Nah.
Sam,
Well, he's scamming you.
how nigga, they argue with me. Well, no, I'm not gonna say they. He argues with me about somebody having $5,000. I say anybody got $5,000. We're talking about no money. You know what I'm saying? They argue me down about nobody has $5,000. How the fuck you gonna get people who really want to come up who don't have money? They can't afford a $15,000 course. That's
No,
like
but the
going to
people who
college.
can afford the $15,000 course makes up for the people who can't. That's the issue with us as a people. Jamie Dimon just had a big conference down in Atlanta. And he said, I'm about to, Jamie Dimon's the most powerful man in
I
the
don't know,
world.
Jamie. Is that the black dude?
No. He's the CEO of JP Morgan Chase
Oh, I don't
Bank.
know him. Okay.
He's the most powerful man in the world.
Jamie Dimon?
Yes. This is this world, right? He's the El Chapo of this world. They want him to run for president now. He wouldn't dare.
Jamie Dimon?
Yeah, they want him to run for president, get our economy back right. But anyway, Jamie Dimon just said that we would be the baddest people on the planet if we just came together. Now, let's not take that so broad in general, because then he went in and said, what I mean is I understand why y'all don't stick together due to y'all history. Once y'all make it, y'all like, I made it. Forget that. I'm gone. He said, make it, but stick together for 5 years and see what happens.
He didn't even say forever. He just said for 5 years.
He said, try for 5 years. And what that means is how long is your dollar going to circulate amongst you guys? What type of partnerships are you going to form? It's not all about whether or not we like each other. We seem to think that
Black people get on that like each other.
We seem to think that Jews and Israelis is somewhere singing Kumbaya together. They're not. They don't listen. Listen. I watched Tim Cook go at who did Tim Cook? I watched Tim Cook go at Mark Zuckerberg, and then now I think they're about to do some business together. They will cripple each other's compartments of each other's business and then do business together, bro. So it's not about that. The top half always got to take care of the bottom half. It's not to say every black person is going to be rich. That's not reality. Every white person's not rich. But the 1% take care of their 99%. So now, the people who can afford my course, because I target people who can afford $15,000. They take care of the people who don't. I also taught 2,500 people that can't afford the course.
But what's the design? What's the mental? Okay, that 1% is going to take care of the 99. How? Because they're going to make the money. They're going to reinvest. They're going to build buildings. They're going to give jobs. How are they going to take? Okay.
First of all, each one teach one. Second of all, if they're paying me for my skill set to get my skill set, let's.
There's a certain type of personality already.
I just seen a commercial. Phoenix University, 10 grand. Go back and get your master's. Now I got a commercial, 15 grand. Make money next week.
Game over.
So why are we asking me why is my course 15,000?
You know why?
When every single last student I had in the last 90-day wave, 10 people in that 90-day wave made $250,000. My group collectively made $250,000. That was the group that paid $5,000 when it was in beta testing. That was the original people, my original member, right? They only paid $5,000. They made that money back the first week, first of all. It don't always happen like that. We're not going to act like it's just set in stone like that. We lose. We control our losses. Nobody ever blew up their account under my watch. I set out rules and guidelines for you to follow. If you follow this blueprint, you will get money. If you step outside of this, not only will you lose money, but you're not going to be able to blame me because guess what? I record all my sessions on Zoom with them. I have a recording of me telling you what to do and you did the opposite. But most of my people, you have to get vetted to get my program. I don't care about your 15,000. What's your mentality? You get rich quick? Because if you get rich quick, there's nothing I could do for you. You're gonna always say I scammed you, right?
But but don't you want to get rich quick mentality? If you're saying you're not gonna teach them to do long term and you want them to understand that you can make trades, you're saying once you fuck with my course, you're gonna make money right away. So don't you want the ones that want to get rich quick?
I said you're gonna make money, not get rich quick.
But
I'm saying that I could teach you a way where you don't have to go to work no more if you don't want to. If you go into this market thinking you're gonna buy a house with every play, you're gonna be broke. You gotta build the bricks for that house. The US stock market is not stupid. Again, you make the 2,000, close the laptop. Why are you being greedy? Your job only pay you 200 today. You made 2,000 in 5 minutes. Close the laptop. Come back tomorrow, Bet a little bit of what you won. If they take it, you still got
So you
1,500
want
left.
so you want niggas to have discipline that don't never have discipline.
But
That's
so
why
now,
hold on,
so
hold on.
now they're
Hold
making
on.
2000.
But hold on,
Now they gonna be disciplined.
But hold on,
Santino,
SO.
right?
But hold on, SO.
Remember what he said?
How many niggas y'all give money to and they know everything?
Remember what he said? He vets the people.
You
He
got
can't
to.
vet that.
Yes,
he can't vet what I said.
Yes, he can.
No,
you
no,
can't.
that's all right.
You can't
That's-
vet what I
he's
just
right
said.
to he's right to
You
a
can't
degree.
vet what I just said.
Hold on.
No, he's right to a
vet
degree
that.
because I'm gonna tell you, they come in acting like they listening to
There
what
you
you're
go.
saying,
All right.
and then look, then you find out that they're not. They ask you this question: Hey, so Sam, so how long it's gonna be before I make my money back? Oh, listen, I'm gonna call you right back. All right? You know what happens to them? Their phone vibrates. Refund. Get the hell out of my program. You ain't ready for this. Listen, bro.
Or this the nigga who listens, right? I listen to your program, okay? I make my money. Soon as that motherfucker hits the account, I'm different now. You can't vet that, bro.
You can't vet that.
Oh, this nigga was right. Although this nigga was right for the 15,000, this shit say 150K right here. Yo, bro, I'm thinking differently now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. And I can't come back to this
that's
nigga.
so right. It gets overwhelming, bro. Even for me. Sometimes I make money and be like, how the fuck
people
this?
do that. You got $135,000 more, right? And now this is a trick, right? They either get greedy or they say, yo, this nigga should have made me more than 135. Niggas come back
First
differently.
of all, that's
you
the
think
difference.
they thankful.
That's the difference. In my room, I'm not making you nothing.
You got to make it yourself.
You're making your own
But
money.
I got the class and
what's
you let me
happening?
come trade with you.
No, but let's understand, SO, what's happening.
Hold on, we over talking each other.
Understand something, man. This thing ain't about, bro, we got to build our people mindset.
Yeah.
Money ain't our problem, bro. Our mindset is. I don't feed into that shit. I don't care about what your lack of discipline is. When you come into my program, this is what's expected of you if you're looking for success. If you don't find success, I could guarantee you somewhere down the line, you did not follow the blueprint. You veered off the course. I'm not here to make you money. The live trading aspect is a bonus because I know people want to and some people need to make money while they're learning. The only incentive for learning is that I can make you money now too. I can help you. You can mimic my trades and make some money, but I even control that. Everybody's account's not the same. It's all mental. One of my students had made $25,000 off a Facebook play, and some of the other ones made $500, $2,500, whatever. Your account is your account. Your story is your story. Your lane is yours. I teach them this, and they understand it. It's mindset over matter. It's mindset over money, bro. Trust me. Money is not our issue. It is a byproduct of who you are. It is a report card, bro. That's all money is. We're about to not even have money.
Hold on. Can you talk about those reverse ATMs? You heard of?
I'm not too abreast on it. I don't never speak on things I'm not sure about. I heard about it.
Yes.
I heard the government's trying to do some things
with it.
They're trying to get out in front of crypto. Understand this. After every financial crisis, there's always a change in the money. So what happened during the 2008 crisis is that the new system that came about is regular regional banks and commercial banks could no longer invest in the U.S. stock market. So what happens is regular regional banks or national banks that were still commercial banks like Bank of America had to buy investment banks. So they bought Merrill Lynch, right? JP Morgan had Chase. All of these banks had got bought in order for them to be able to invest
trade
in the market. They had to be considered a universal bank. So now, what's going to happen now when we come out of this rut? There's going to be a new system of money. There's going to be new laws implemented. It's not about what we think it is. It's about what they say it is. So they're always 10 steps ahead, bro. If you're watching the news to figure out what to do with your life,
you're
behind, man.
The U.S. debt.
If the news tells you to buy a stock, you need to sell it. Do the opposite. So what they do is they send
it's already over.
Bro, they sent, and I got this from hedge fund owners. They're not, there's no books for this, bro. This is why I'm saying the difference in experience and a motherfucker just giving you a course saying, here, look at this. That could be from the For Dummies series.
Okay, so so you started your program, right?
Mhm.
How do they find you? Because the whole reason why you're here,
Mhm.
we're part of your marketing and promo strategy
Yes.
to get the word out.
Yes.
You have a website, you have a program. How do they find you? How do they figure it out? That's my last question.
Yeah.
But the question before my last question is this.
Got you.
If your course is $15,000, my teeth cost me $19,000, right?
Ooh,
Okay?
nice.
When I went in there, he went on Lending Tree and gave me my money. I had good credit. Yo, boom, you said
I
19,000.
know what you're hitting at. Yes, we do have
Do you have
financing
lending?
options. We have financing options,
your
guys.
15,000
We have
if they want to
financing
learn.
options, but you know what? I like executors. You see what the name of that chat was? The executors.
Executors.
You know why I call them that? Because anytime I took those people from stocks to options to futures, and anything I bring them, they believe in me. They execute.
So you're not fucking with the Lending Tree wave.
Yeah. No, I just said I don't promote it because I want a certain type of person.
Yeah, because I mean, but
It's the
But there are
mentality.
financing options.
But I feel like you told me about a 23-year-old that's a millionaire,
That's my
right?
brother,
But
yes.
you had
Shout out to
mentioned this
Lawrence,
about
the
me,
Panther,
right?
Eggleston, and Back Wall Street Originals, man. Shout out to my brother.
But I'm gonna keep it real. Growing up, where I'm from, South Jamaica, if I had a show that saw this, I might be interested in doing this. Now, my parents might have fought me on it because I had good grades and I went to college, I graduated,
they're
and
gonna
all that
fight you
fly
on that.
stuff. But if I saw this, my biggest thing would be, how is a nigga from South Jamaica, Queens, who doesn't have this money? Like, I do have the same drive as the dudes that have the 15,000. I just need a shot.
You just need a shot.
That's what I feel like that the lending, being to have that program and even just let people know. I know you don't want those people.
First of all, let's talk. Let's do this. I'm gonna say this nationally. If you come from the same backstory as me, first and foremost, you already know what it is. I ain't gotta tell you. If you got my history, if you've been through what I've been through, I have a soft spot for you. I got some information from you. Get at me. You understand? Ain't nothing for free. Ain't no economics in free. Let's get that straight.
Ain't no economics.
Ain't no economics in free. The economy was not built on free shit, right? And we're not going to build our economic prowess by giving each other shit free. Now, there are people out there that need free shit, but it ain't the people that's sitting on Instagram all day.
There
If
you
your
go.
ass on Instagram all day and you need free shit, shame on you. Because the people, when I go back to the projects in Jersey City, when I go back on Jackson Avenue in Jersey City, when I'm in Newark, when I'm in Brooklyn, the people I go see, the kids I go teach, they can't afford this shit at all. And they ain't on Instagram because they probably got an Obama phone. You feel what I'm saying? So if you are the person that need free, that need charity, and you on Instagram all day, shame on you. I told you this thing is not about money, it's about mindset. Money ain't your problem, your mind is. So now, financial options are there. Definitely. Financial options are there. They have to be there because, that's the way you do it.
How do they find you?
At Wise Money Academy on Instagram. No slashes, no marks, no nothing. One word. At Wise Money Academy. WISEMONEYACADEMY. At Wise Money Academy. Also follow Successes Collective. Those is my brothers. We also have a program. That program, if you're getting 4 of me, you already know what that program is about. So, and also financial options is available for that too. Again, wisemoneyacademy.com.
And your personal Instagram too. Tell me your personal.
Santino the only option. Santino the only option is my personal Instagram. Yeah, man. But it's a movement, man, and it's a mentality. Once we able to move away from move into the zone of understanding that money's not our issue as a people, we'll be okay, man. Because now you open yourself up to learn new things. I had to first believe I could do this before I did it. But the reason why I knew I could do it is the same reason why a 9th grade dropout was able to beat a Boston graduate, a university graduate in the federal court system, where only 2% of all appeals get heard, let alone overturned. I beat them hands down. How did I do that? I didn't do it with a lawyer. The worst thing you could do in the feds is pay a lot of money for a lawyer with a drug case, because you know why? Drug cases have mandatory minimums. They have mandatory minimums. Your lawyer can't get around that, neither could the judge. The only thing you could do to get under that mandatory minimum,
Is what?
it's tell. I went to trial, I lost, I got 22 years, right? And then I fought him and got him off my back on a 9th grade education, got kicked out of every school I ever went to.
But you had time. I'm gonna say this to end it off. He had time to sit down. You have to find time to invest in yourself and sit down. It's so hard for our people to stay still. That comes from a person who Heineken will tell you. I tell him, I'm gonna go home and buy weed, and I'm just gonna go home and think. That's what you gotta do. Set your plan, get your plan done. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. BagFuel. Like, subscribe, follow, super thanks. Follow my man if you want to get money. We're gonna bring more financial stuff to light to y'all. Maybe y'all will like it, maybe you won't.
Hey,
But at
Wall
least
Street,
you'll
don't
know.
listen to Esso, man. I ain't got no problems with you, bro. Just make sure you're giving the people the right thing out there, because you know me and you know I do this for real. I got the receipts in the bag. Esso ain't asked for.
Nah, shout out to my man Circuit in the building. Shout out to Chicago. We out.
No doubt.